Hi guys, welcome to this interview. I remain Oseblis. So your host for this show. So with me is my father. I want him to introduce himself.
Thank you, viewers. My name is Reverend Peter Inegbeji, the father of Blessing Osedibame Inegbeji. Thank you.
Okay, so why I'm trying to do this video is to give hope and to encourage caregivers out there. So I have some few questions for my dad, so he will take us through that journey via some of the questions I want to ask him here. So daddy, let's go. Number one, how did you feel when you and mom learned I had sickle cell disease?
We were shocked and we never believed. We never believed it was true.
What were you and her initial thoughts and concern? Did you think I was Obanje, Abiku, or I have Jim?
Well, initially because my daughter will always carry my hand, say daddy, daddy, daddy. Carry my hand to her left side, and her left side kind of having something like stone, and we used to call it Okirema in my language, in the Edo language, Esan language, we call it Okirema, which is maybe they call it a spleen. Spleen.
Enlarged spleen.
That at the time I even took her home for the treatment of that spleen problem.
That was painful.
But at the end of the day, the crisis continued. It was when it persists, doing here, genotype here, doing genotype here, doing genotype here, it now dawned on us that she was not Obanje, she was not Abiku, she was not any spirit child, that she's a normal child. But because the father and the mother have the same genotype, ASAS, that was what resulted to the excess of my daughter. Yes.
How did the diagnosis affect the two of you emotionally?
It affected me and my wife, that's the mother. It affected us because it was not really easy at all. As poor people, going to specialists, do this. The little one we have to even eat, we spend it. The little one we have, we spend it to the extent, donate blood, this and that. People that are selling blood, this and that. It was not really funny at all. So we felt the pain as a family.
What were the biggest challenges you two faced as a parent of a sickle cell disease? Were you bad-mouthed outside?
Never. We were never bad-mouthed outside at all. We never believed that she was sent to sap us, she was sent to destroy us, she was sent to do this and that. We believed that it was the result of the father and the mothers coming together as husband and wife that brought about the sickle cell child. And we never give them any name at all. So we take it with faith. And today God is so faithful to brought us thus far.
How did you take care of me and manage your life and other responsibilities?
Me as the father, my wife as the mother, her senior sisters, her senior brothers were all involved. All hands of the whole family were on deck to make sure we do the best we can for her to make her comfortable, not to feel abandoned and not to feel rejected.
What kind of support system did you two have in place to take care of me?
The support system we put in place for her was that we make sure she was never involved in any strenuous work. It is a pity that I lost the mom about 7 years ago. Even up till today, she's not doing any hard work. She's not doing anything, except of course some petty things to make sure she's comfortable.
What are the most significant medical challenges I faced as a child, and how did you both handle it?
The leg, she was having leg ulcer. That leg ulcer was brought about by when she entered secondary school, and the mother bought her a new shoe. The very day she wore that shoe, she was having a little scratch on her leg. That was just it all. Before you know, a little water becomes a mighty ocean that almost crippled her leg. But I want to thank God that because of her doggedness, she had the spirit to live. Because the Bible says that when a sick person lost hope, when she is sick, she dies quickly. My daughter has the resilience. She has the belief that even in spite of that crisis she was passing through, she told me, say, Daddy, I must go to higher institution. I must go to higher institution. That gave me the courage and the mother to do the little one we can be able to do for her. I could remember at times she will be on admission. She will leave admission in specialists and go to write exam. In her college, she will finish exam and come back to specialist for admission. And glory be to God. There was a time one of the lecturers told me that if her GP is lower than waiting, they will ask her to drop. But glory be to God, she never dropped one day. The 3 years she completed, and she came out with a flying color.
Okay, thank you for that. Okay, how did having a child with sickle cell disease changed you as a person?
Having a sickle cell disease child changed me as a person. Before, I believed that people with sickle cell, according to tradition, are obanjes, are bicus, are this, are that. Like just about even 2-3 weeks ago, a woman was telling me that her daughter perhaps was sent to her to serve her, to take the little money, to take the little money she was making out of her business. I told her, no, it is not true. That her daughter is a gift from God, and that she should be happy to have her as her own child.
Okay. What did you learn from this whole experience?
What I learned from this whole experience is that when God is with you, nobody can be against you. Many people believed that when somebody is sick, before you know, he dies. She dies. But I come to realize that not everybody that is sick dies. There is the saying that even a tree that is standing very strong and old will still be standing, while new ones are being rooted by wind. What I'm trying to say is that you hear of sudden death. She was not sick, he was not sick, and he died. Whereas there are people that have been sick for 20 years, 30 years, and they have not died. What I'm trying to say is that when it is not time for you to die, nothing takes you out of this world. And believe that if God do not tell you it is finished, no sickness can tell you it is finished.
Thank you. What lesson have you learned about resilience, adaptability, and advocacy?
My daughter had resilience. My daughter had resilience, adaptability. How do I mean? She was able to come to terms with her condition and prophesy upon herself that she will live and not die. And that is why, even on her own, she has become a mini doctor. Most of the things that she is doing for herself are something she learned in the hospital from the doctors and from the nurses. And she's using it today as an advocacy to advise people who may need her services in line of sickle cell disease patients.
Thank you. How do you think my experience with sickle cell have helped shaped me into the person I am today?
The person she is today, through the challenge she had, she was able to put that on kind of the way people look at her, the way people talk at her. They think she's nobody. They think she cannot be anything in life. Some people, there was one woman very close to me, said, that child, it can die any moment. It can die any moment. But glory be to God, my daughter is not dead and she will not die. But she was able to live above it. And now she can take responsibility. She can take responsibility. She has been able to overcome it. And she's living with it. It doesn't stress her anymore. She doesn't put her on fright anymore. She is now stable with the condition she found herself. And I believe by the grace of God, acceptance is needed, which she has adapted to.
Okay, thank you for that. What message of hope would you like to share with parents having children with sickle cell disease?
The message of hope I can share with the parents of those who have sickle cell children is that be patient and be prayerful and do the needful. Make sure there are provisions of medications you put in place for your child, and make sure you don't give them work that will sap their energy, that will sap their power. Before you know, they will become
tired,
dehydrated and stressed up. So please don't give them work. You are the one that tell God, give me a child, and God give you that child. It is God who give you that child, not Satan, not your enemies, not tradition. Therefore, believe in God who give that child to you, that he will take care of that child.
Okay. How do you envision our family's legacy in terms of raising awareness and supporting others affected by sickle cell disease?
The legacy has already begun. The legacy has already started. How do I mean? Because of this very advocacy, people have started to call her from right, from left, from front and backward, looking for solution to their child's problem. Many have been calling. At times she will even ask them, how many did you get my number? Who gave you my number? So she is now well engaged, and I believe not too long she appear on television, NTA, she appear on AIT, she appear on radio, and that has been able to translate her into a kind of a lady of influence, that people now seek her opinion, sought for her advice on how to go about their own child or ward.
What are some of the things you are most grateful for in terms of my health and well-being?
What I am grateful for is that today I am not running helter-skelter like before. Before I run right, I run left, I run forward, I run backward.
Midnight.
But today, it is not like that again. I remember the last admission she went. It was after 1 in the night. She said, "Daddy, take me to hospital. Take me to hospital." And before you know, I woke up and looked for somebody who will take me and her. I took her on my back because by this time, I have lost her mother. I took her to a specialist, which was the last admission she went. Right from that time till now, she has not gone on admission again. And this new product that was introduced by Prof. Dr. Mrs. Obiageli Onodu really did magic.
Yeah, she was one that
She was the one
spoke to me
that
about
she was the one that spoke
hydroxyurea.
to her about the hydrourea, and she accepted it. And right from the time she has been using it, her life has changed for the better. I want to give a special thanks to Prof. Dr. Mrs. Obiageli Nodu for her love for my daughter, for her kindness for my daughter, for her generosity for my daughter. And I pray that her labor will never be in vain. In Jesus' name.
Amen. Oh. Okay. What do you hope I know and understand about your love and support for me through the years, especially when I'm being cranky?
Well, when she cry, we cry. When she sob, we sob. Whatever thing that happens to her, we feel the pain too. Because as a human being, no godly father and godly mother will see her child or his child passing through pain and will not be affected. We were affected. But glory be to God that these days, that trauma is past. God has given us rest. God has given us peace. Today, we no longer run helter-skelter, because most of the things we used to do for her then, she cannot do it for herself. Thank you.
Okay, I want to especially thank my father for appearing on this special interview. It's not easy being a parent of a warrior. It takes patience, kindness. If you don't have kindness, you cannot deal with it. So I want to appreciate him especially because he has done wonders. He has really done wonders. Him and my mom. I appreciate my stepmom. She has been nice and good to me. So if you are still watching till this time, I want to say thank you for being here till this time, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget all what he has said will go a long way in helping other parents to also navigate their own world's journey. Like I said before in my past video, if you go down to it, when I was growing up, I didn't have an older warrior, or maybe somebody that I know that is a warrior that is older than me, for him or her to tell me I need to do this or I need to do that. I don't have that kind of advice then, because everybody was shying away from it. They don't want to come out openly and say, yes, I'm a warrior. So but now the case is not like before. So any advice or any information you see now that is genuine, please take it. God bless you for sticking to this time, and bye bye. That's it. Bye bye.
Bye bye. God bless you.
Bye.